Ruth's Chris is a big name in the steakhouse game, and they're looking to become even bigger in 2024 as a new owner sets a course of expansion, efficiency, and a beefed-up menu. In 2023, Darden Restaurants, which owns several major sit-down chains like Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, and Yard House, moved aggressively into the fine dining sector with a $715 million acquisition of Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. New owners are almost always going to shake things up to increase profits while attracting more customers, and that appears to be exactly what Darden is doing. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic and rising inflation, Ruth's Chris simply couldn't go on conducting business as usual. In a December 2023 conference call with investors, Darden executives laid out plans for how the newest entry in their portfolio would look different in the coming months. Both moderately expensive and high-end steakhouse chains are known for offering lunch service. That certainly makes sense from a revenue standpoint. Not every potential customer is free to eat out during the evening, after all. Plus, steakhouses are a prime destination for expensive business lunches. But as of 2024, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse will no longer be offering lunch service. As Darden Restaurants CEO Rick Cardenas said in a late 2023 earnings call, "We eliminated lunch wherever possible."
Bye-bye. Come on, let's move it out.
Simply put, it doesn't appear to be economically feasible for Ruth's Chris to offer its food at a lower price point during the day. With the gradual disappearance of lunch, this likely means that certain menu items will fade away as well. Lunch offerings like Ruth's Prime Burger, the seared ahi salad, crab cake sandwich, and chilled shellfish salad aren't currently listed on the dinner menu. In addition to skipping lunch, Ruth's Chris locations everywhere will also close up shop entirely on Christmas Day in 2024. Restaurants live and die by their signature dishes, and that's particularly true for steakhouses. Darden Restaurants is clearly keenly aware of this fact, and so they've set about improving Ruth's Chris's popular steak fillets. CEO Rick Cardenas announced this change in a 2024 earnings call, although he didn't specify precisely how the fillet had changed for the better. More changes to the food are likely on the way as well. Cardenas announced in September 2023 that the acquisition opened up millions that Darden could use to reinvest in its properties. Soon enough, $10 million will be applied to Ruth's Chris primarily on menu improvements. During the difficult pre-vaccine days of the COVID-19 pandemic, Ruth's Chris survived by partnering with delivery services like Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. Those companies tack on service fees to restaurant tabs, thereby creating an illusion of inflated menu prices. But that's a bit of a deal breaker for Darden Restaurants, as app delivery is no longer an option at Ruth's Chris. As CEO Rick Cardenas explained in a call with investors, "We have had third-party delivery in a few restaurants for quite a while, and the performance in those restaurants isn't significantly different than the ones that don't have it. Even if we had to price more to cover that, our consumer would see that as our price, not necessarily the price for delivery." While delivery is no longer an option, online ordering directly through the chain's website remains available for in-restaurant pickup or curbside service. Just over half of the 150-plus Ruth's Chris Steakhouse locations are company-owned. That means that a total of 74 others are owned by independent franchisees. One major operator of Ruth's Chris outlets is Prime Hospitality Group. In December 2023, Prime Hospitality announced a menu overhaul for some locations in North Carolina. There will be more non-beef options, including a chop made from highly regarded Berkshire pork, a daily seafood special, a seafood tower of cold selections, a fish and sausage gumbo, and hash browns.
Then I expect to see breadsticks everywhere by the end of the year.
Keep dreaming.
With more and more people regularly working remotely in the wake of the pandemic, lunch spots in major cities have struggled, including the Ruth's Chris in Times Square. So it wasn't a terrible shock when that location shut down in January 2023. But with Darden Restaurants in charge now, it's more likely that Ruth's Chris will be opening more locations than it closes. Darden won't buy back the franchised restaurants, but it also won't be looking to open new locations under that kind of arrangement. Instead, it will focus on its several dozen company-owned locations. For example, Ruth's Chris is already expanding in Minnesota, with a spot in Rochester due to arrive in spring 2024. Tentative plans are also in place to move into Asia in the coming years. That fits with a long-standing goal. Before the sale to Darden, Ruth's Chris had already committed to an aggressive growth plan by considering opening as many as 7 new locations annually over the next few years.